My name is Elijah Sacra. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. I run a nonprofit called Warrior Wellness Solutions, and we're on a quest to deliver solutions to the wounded, ill, and injured veteran and service member population. I spent many years in chronic pain trying to navigate the Department of Defense medical systems and the veterans hospital systems, and along the way I came across some great tools in my path in my toolbox that really helped me get a lot better. And one of those tools was foundation training that Dr. Eric Goodman created, and I'd like him to share some things today.
I'm happy to. Thank you, and I hope this stuff helps you, I really do. What Elijah's asked me to do is give you a little bit of a common breakdown that happens in the human body, especially with military veterans. We're going to start head to toe, like we talked about, and go ahead and just turn profile towards me. Perfect. So I want you guys to be able to see what's happening in Elijah's neck, his head position, his hip position, all of that. The first thing is military neck. It's a powerful position to look at, but it's not a powerful position for your physiology to operate from, because what it does is it pulls your second cervical vertebra straight back as the furthest point of your neck, instead of what should be pulled back, which is the occipital bone. In fact, if you take your index finger and press right into that pointy bone at the back of your skull, I want you to lift your chin up and then pull that bone up and back. And what you'll notice, if you look at Elijah's neck here, is the sternocleidomastoid, the SCM muscle, firing in a very healthy position. It alleviates a lot of symptoms down the arms into the chest. Go ahead and relax that position and go into military neck again. And now, from military neck, lift the chin, pull the occipital bone up and back, and see the length and strength he just got into his neck. It's a very simple thing to practice. Let's go down to the shoulders, where the neck and shoulders meet. We get a lot of symptoms in our hands, in our elbows, in our wrists, in our shoulders, in our chest, because of so many push-ups. And then we put, you put a little pack on, and your shoulders just go further inward. And your shoulders are not supposed to be here. They're not supposed to be all that rounded. You're not supposed to have your pecs as the most dominant muscle of your body. Stay strong, do your push-ups, but train the posterior capsule of the shoulder very hard, and it's a very simple thing to do. First, take your head into that nice, strong posture position. Lift the chin, pull the base of the skull, lift the chest. Take a big breath that pushes the rib cage front to back and kind of pushes the shoulders out of the way from below. And then at the shoulder joint, begin externally rotating the arms. Then the elbow joint externally rotates, then the hands externally rotate, and it's very active. You're using the muscles of the back, the shoulder, and the elbow, and the wrist. In fact, spread your palms, spread your fingers in that position, and keep that occipital bone lifting. This should already feel very different and look very different to you. The hip joints are next. We tend to squeeze the butt muscles in almost everything that we do. It's not the best thing to do all the time. It's great during kettlebell swings, it's great during certain exercises, but when you're just standing there, it's actually detrimental to you. So I want you to relax the hip muscles. Turn the feet in just a little bit. In fact, Elijah, go ahead and face the camera. Let them see how your body changes position from an external rotated hip position, and then watch the hip joints move inward. That's going to free up a lot of the neural compression, the nerve compression at the sacrum, right where the sacrum meets the lumbar spine, right where the lumbar spine meets the rib cage, and then ultimately where the rib cage meets the neck and shoulders. You want to have the active musculature of the inner thigh activating and supporting your hips from below, not just the weight of your torso compressing your hips from above. So, to review very quickly, the base of the skull is lifting up and back, not the chin pressing down and back. The shoulders are being expanded away from below. The shoulders move out and up because the rib cage expands front to back and side to side. The exhalation kind of happens around the abdomen so that the rib cage can stay big as a platform for the shoulders. The hip joints modify that external rotation, that passive position, and pivot into a more active internal rotation position. The last thing we're going to work on is 3 points of contact on the feet. It's the joint of the big toe, the joint of the pinky toe, and the heel. Like a triangle that's pressing into the ground and sort of separating as well, stretching out. It should make it feel right away like you have an arch in the foot, and if you don't, I want you to pay attention as Elijah keeps the knuckles, the ball joint of the toes on the ground, and lifts the toes themselves. So the arch of the foot, the perimeter of the foot is still on the ground and being activated, while the toes lift away from it. That's another very simple way to strengthen the bottom of the foot, which will do a surprising amount for most veterans and most active military out there. So relax. Show them a fully relaxed posture. You just got done with whatever you got done. You're not thinking about it. You're tired. Maybe your back's hurting, your shoulder's hurting, whatever it is. Now take yourself as quickly as you can from that relaxed posture to a more powerful posture that makes those corrections we just made. So the base of the skull lifts, the chest lifts with it, the back of the rib cage expands, the shoulders expand. The shoulder joints begin the external rotation movement that the elbows and wrists and thumbs then follow. The elbows are ever so slightly unlocked. The hip joints move inward and the feet press firmly into the ground while those 3 points of contact, the ball joint of the big toe, the ball joint of the pinky toe, and the heel, move away from each other. And that puts you into a standing decompression position. Relax from there. And Elijah, like I told you, what we'll do next is we'll go right into a workout, but let's give them this video to watch and get the rationale, and the next one will be the workouts.
That's wonderful.